HD.
Hello and welcome to the British Basketball League and to Newton Aycliffe, where we'll be seeing the Durham Wildcats take on the Mersey Tigers. It's been an altogether different season for last season's treble winners, with a playoff berth the height of their ambitions. Both sides will have this game circled as a vital one as they look for a top 8 finish. It's going to be very important for these two squads if they are going to make the playoffs to win this game. Let's take a look at how the league table is standing going into this game. Newcastle looking well clear at the top now, helped by both Leicester and Plymouth dropping a 4th defeat of the season this weekend. Our two teams today find themselves at the bottom end of the table, both with still a chance to make a run for the playoff berths. But time is running out on the Wildcats' postseason chances. Mersey, though, could finish the day level on points with Guildford and Cheshire. Well, tonight I'm joined by the Sheffield Sharks player coach Atiba Lyons. Atiba, good to have you with us. This is our first look at Mersey this season on Sky Sports. It's a very different Mersey team to the one we saw sweeping all before them last year.
Yeah, they were a really strong team last year. Had some financial constraints this year, so they've had to make some adjustments, and Tony G's done a great job with that. You know, he has a lot of young talent. They're playing hard for him, but he's made some last-minute adjustments in February, and he's been doing a better job, and I think that he's happy with this squad now finally. After all the tinkering and changing, I think he's happy with what he put together.
He is one of the most successful coaches in the BBL, and he's able to make that adjustment from the talent level he had last year to this year.
Yeah, definitely. You know, basketball does come down to talent, but coaching plays a large part in that as well, and I think he has enough talent now to be able to coach it into a good position for the rest of the season, maybe fight for a playoff spot and see what happens. But, you know, I expect him to be well coached and under control and play some good basketball tonight. Yeah,
they've made a few adjustments in recent weeks, the Tigers. Are they a bit too far behind? Are they a side you're worried about in the table?
I think they still have a shot at it. It's going to be very, very difficult. You know, for myself, I just want to keep winning, try to put us in as best place as possible towards the end of the season. You know, right now we're just fighting for a good playoff spot. So we're not really worried about any team individually. We're just worried about ourselves and just keeping a good record for the rest of the year. But, you know, I think Mersey definitely can make a push. You know, they got a couple teams above them that aren't out of grasp, out of reach. So if they keep their nose down and put this squad together and keep working, I think they have a chance.
And looking at the Wildcats, their first season in the BBL, it's been a difficult adjustment for them. Can they make a playoff charge, or are they too far back?
Again, another one, it'll be a tough task for them. You know, this year's a lot different than past years. Usually the past two teams, the bottom two teams, teams don't really worry about too much. This year, every game has been, you know, tense, and guys have had to come and be ready to play against Durhams and the Merseys just because they're well coached, they all play hard, and that's no different. So this game is going to be very exciting tonight.
And both teams will be wanting to use this as a springboard to go forward. Who do you like in this matchup?
To be honest, I haven't seen much of Mersey since all the changes. We saw them early in the trophy competition. Big changes since then. Durham, you know, we've played them now twice. Very good home team, shoot the ball well. They spread the floor, so it'll be interesting. It depends how Mersey comes out offensively with the young guys. If they can score the ball, you know, I think Mersey might have this one.
Well, those are the thoughts of Atiba. Let's see what the coaches thought about this game. I spoke to them a little earlier. Well, Dave, you had an interesting game against Worcester the other day. What was your take on that?
Yeah, we had a pretty good first half. They controlled the opening quarter. We got in a bit of foul trouble, but that actually sprung us into action, and we had the audacity to take the lead in the second quarter, and I thought we played really well. We bailed them out towards the end of the quarter with some silly fouls, which put Tommy Freeman on the line, which is almost like giving them a layup. But apart from that, I thought we had a pretty solid first half.
So do you take some good confidence into this game?
I do, and you know, we played okay against the last time you were here against Leicester, but we had a really poor second half. As Mario said, the lid was on the basket. It was still on the basket when we went to Newcastle for a while, but we always find a way to try and get back into games And we had a really good spell in the last quarter where we actually pulled it back from 20-odd down to 10 against Worcester. But they are a terrific team in a rich vein of form at the moment, and they just had too many scorers for us.
And you come up against a Mersey side who've made a few changes from the last time you played them.
Yeah, I think 1 out and three in. Difficult game at their place because they were hitting shots and we weren't. But having gone quite a way down, we made a really good effort of pressing them in the second half and came back. I mean, when you think about our schedule since the new year, if you take out the game against Chester, we played the Eagles twice, Leicester twice, and Worcester twice. That's pretty tough. So I think we're toughening up a bit.
And what do you think will be the key areas for you guys if you're going to win this game?
Consistency. You know, if we can play well against Worcester Wolves for 15 minutes, we've got to be able to play well against everybody for 40 minutes. And particularly, got to be absolutely constant with our defensive pressure. Simply cannot rest against any team in the BBL defensively.
Thanks for talking to us, Dave. Good luck. Cheers. Thank you. Well, Tony, it's the first time we've seen you this season. It's very much a different campaign. How have you adjusted this year?
Well, not very well, certainly prior to Christmas. Yeah, I mean, we struggled out of the blocks. We didn't know what was going to be the status of the club, and you know, the recruitment of the team was really kind of like hit and miss, and we didn't really have the right players. But since Christmas, we made some adjustments, and we've got 2 or 3 new players in, and I really like this group. I wish I'd had the chance to work with them for the whole of the season, but we feel that, you know, at the moment we're just about to have a really good run, so hopefully it's going to start today.
Yeah, you made those adjustments over the festive period. How has that changed the makeup of the team?
Well, I mean, you know, for the first thing is we were able to secure services of a big man, you know, Mo Williams, who's been an absolutely tremendous young English player, but has big size, stands up a lot of people at the ring. And then secondly, we were able to bookend that with finding ourselves a really good point guard, you know, just by luck as well. And those 2 players have really made a difference. We also added Sam Giacelli after we got rid of, well, we didn't actually get rid of Chris Left to go to Iceland. So, I mean, we feel that we've got the right makeup of the team, but as usual, once we'd made all those changes, David Aliu went down for basically the whole month of February. So there's been challenges every step of the way.
March, is this the pivotal month in your season?
Yeah, I mean, today starts it, last weekend of February for basketball, and then March. I mean, if we come out of March looking good, I think no one will want to play us, but you know, the facts are that, you know, we're going to have to start winning consecutive games. The last 4 weeks, we've won one game, lost the next. Won one game, lost the next. We have to win some consecutive games.
And the key to beating Durham?
Well, you know, we got to defend the 3-point line. It's as simple as that. I mean, they've just got great 3-point shooters. It's a home game. It's going to be a big crowd. They're all pumped up for it. They're still struggling a little bit with their record. So 2 teams that are right down there. So we just got to exert our athletic ability onto their 3-point shooters, and hopefully we'll be okay from there.
Thanks for talking to us. Good luck. Cheers, Tony. Well, tip-off is only a few minutes away here, and the 2 teams going through their final warm-up. So let's have a look at the 2 rosters for today's game, starting with the hometown Wildcats. And both Durham's league wins this season have come at home. They'll be looking for a third today. Paul Elderkin had 24 against the Tigers in the first meeting here, but the Wildcats ended up on the losing side on that occasion. At Tiber, it's important that the likes of Elderkin, Capucci, Bucci all hit from the 3-point line if they're to stretch out the Tigers' defense.
Yeah, if they don't hit those 3-point shots, you can pack the paint on them. It's going to be difficult. You know, when they hit those 3-point shots, the bigs get involved. They get easy buckets. They get backdoor cuts, and that's where they thrive.
Now let's take a look at the Mersey Tigers, and their roster is much changed from last season, but they've also made a few changes recently with Antonio Bustamante joining at the turn of the year, as did former Worcester, Plymouth and Worthing forward Sam Crucelli and the big man Mike Williams inside. Dave Aliu leads the team in scoring, but he won't be playing today through injury. They'll need to cover that contribution that he brings.
Definitely. I think Sam Crucelli for them is the X factor. If he plays well, he has a chance of scoring, gets in transition, he picks up loose balls, he's a glue guy. He has to play well for them to win the night. If he has an off game and doesn't show up, they're going to struggle.
Yeah, Crucelli definitely a key player for the Tigers, but also this guy, number 15, Bustamante, ACB level experience. I know Tony Gorbaletto is delighted to have a point guard with this sort of control of the game.
Yeah, I have not seen him play yet this season. I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table. Like you said, I'm sure he has a high basketball IQ and get guys involved.
Well, the Wildcats are first to break from the huddle. They're out and ready to go. And out come the Mersey Tigers. And I know last time we were here, Mario Flaherty had a tough job against the bigs of Leicester inside, and he's just got the small presence of Williams to go up against. Williams is a beast of a man inside.
Yeah, big guy. He's young. I'm not sure how much of a scorer he is, so it'll be interesting to see how he match up tonight, if he can use that body to his advantage.
Well, that's the thing. He certainly takes up a lot of room, I think it's fair to say. And the two teams are ready to go. And the ball is tipped loose, and DJ Glavin will bring it forward for the Durham Wildcats. First offense of the game is Elderkin. Back round to Glavin. Up top is Flaherty. Good ball movement. This is what you expect with Durham. Good ball movement. They've got to make the shot at the end of that.
Yeah, great ball movement. Everybody got involved in that possession. Just got to knock that down. But it's a good look.
Here's Williams, a long way from home. Pass a little behind Cuccelli, and away come Durham after the steal.
Looked like Tony had that set up for the first play of the game, and he got what he wanted, just bad pass.
Lob down low to Flaherty. He's trying to use his pace to get past Williams. Got bumped as he went to the hole, and the foul is called. Mario Flaherty will go to the line and shoot two.
You know, if Durham can set up that inside game, it'll open up the three-point shots later. Maybe they're taking a different route rather than outside in. They're going inside out today.
Well, he does play a pivotal role in this team. Given all the shooters outside, it is important that he gives them some offense inside, keeps the defense honest.
Nice touch from 15 feet. It's not time for free throws.
So the Wildcats the first on the board here. And here is the Spaniard Bustamante. Pulls up from behind the arc. That shot doesn't go. Williams pulls in the rebound, has it not loose, gets it back again.
So that's not the shot Tony G would have liked.
I think he got baited into it. It was like he couldn't see any better option, so he fired it up. Oh, they all ran away, Durham, and nobody went after the loose ball. A bit slack there from Durham. They were off on the fast break before they pulled in the rebound.
One thing Durham can't afford tonight is giving up offensive rebounds. You know, if they get Mersey shooting one shot and rebounding, they can stick around and probably win this. If they let them get to the offensive glass, they're not going to win tonight.
It's not loose, but it will remain possession of the Mersey Tigers. Smanti to inbound. Here's Williams. There's Heston in the low post. Goes down to him, he likes that match. You can tell when a guy is keen to get the ball, he wants to go against Elderkin in the low block there.
Yeah, he's a big guard. Got good size, athletic. You know, they ran a little flex cut for him to get the ball in the post and scoring position. Good play by Tony G.
Elderkin wide open from behind the arc, doesn't go. Heston pulls in the rebound. And they will reset here, Mersey, as the fast break wasn't on. Bustamante has it. Little crossover around the screen, the switch on that, and Elderkin reacted well there to steal the loose ball.
Looks like Durham switching things up a little bit, giving a different look to Mersey that's struggling a little bit. That offense isn't clicking as they'd like. And there goes the back door.
Yeah, back door goes Glavin. Good ball movement again. They're always looking for the extra pass. Inside Flaherty with the power hook, doesn't go. Perhaps could have taken one of those long-range shots. Lobbed up to Hesson. He did well to catch that. Ball is not loose. Williams on the follow, goes strong, too strong. And it's a bit scrappy at the minute. Glavin out and pushing. Davis cutting inside, bounces it back to Flaherty, and he throws it in off the glass.
Yeah, this is a fast-paced game. Both teams like to get up and down. You know, Mersey has to do a better job taking care of the ball and getting better shots.
Oh, Williams left all on his own. I mean, how did they miss the big guy cutting to the basket?
That's too easy. You got to soften up on that roll, help out, make the skip pass available, and that's only when you want to give up.
There's Glavin.
Little full court press for Tony G, give him a short clock to work with. He likes his defensive lineup one-on-one.
Capucci bounces it into Flaherty, stepping underneath. I think Williams got a little piece of that. And there's a double dribble violation call. And I think it was Cricelli just put it back down as he was trying to pass it out. And
yeah, I don't know what happened there, though. He had 3 guys with him on his team. Guys playing a little too fast. Maybe just got to get this game going for a little bit more, and they'll settle down.
Capers into the game for the first time. Elderkin with a little mid-range jumper for 2. And it's the Wildcats who lead by that basket, but they've got to get back on defense quickly. Hudson going hard, draws the foul.
This kind of game that Capers can really excel in. He can really shoot the ball. He's a scorer. His tempo suits him. It's up and down. Defense isn't that tight. He can get his shot off, so he can explode in this game.
2 free throws. I suppose it was a good foul because they were going to easily give up the score, but there was some poor defense that just didn't pick up in transition.
Yeah, you can't give up that just one pass layup. You gotta get back on D. This team's young and athletic. Tony G knows it. He wants to run.
Both foul shots are good, and the game is level at 6, 3.5 minutes in. Again, the full court pressure coming from Mersey. Elderkin tosses it up, and it was a bit ambitious, but it was nearly finished off. Foul is called on Capers for backing under, and Pochi will go to the line. Threw it up really high.
Yeah, that was nice. They did a great job on the press. Got it to the middle of the floor, attacked it. I don't know what happened. I guess they called the offense.
They must have called an offensive foul on Caposi, and that is his second.
Wow. Personally, I felt that was a no call. You know,
yeah.
Both made a play for the ball. Just give it possession, but.
Well, they'd sent him to the bench a bit earlier than he would have liked. Great hands from Elderkin to knock it loose, but Tigers keep it back. No reset of the shot clock, so they'll have to go relatively quick. Dumped inside to Capers, it's not loose. Wildcats come up with it. It's a poor pass out and stolen away. And really sloppy play by both teams there.
Yeah, I think Mersey doesn't mind the sloppy. They want to get up and down. They want to be tenacious, get into you. But Durham likes a little more of a half-court flow, and they just need to get the ball inside and keep moving the ball.
Pierce throws it down to Elderkin. Backing down his man. Now he drives into the lane. Little up and under off the glass. Nice move. Way to stay with it, too. Threw it back out when he realized he couldn't get the shot off. And they can reset here. Flaherty from mid-range on the baseline, and they're fighting for that rebound, Mersey.
You want your big man to get to the hole on that. He had a guard on him. Mersey has an extremely small lineup. I think the biggest guy is 6'4". You got to get the ball into the big. He has to finish at the rim.
Well, Bailey turns it over, and back come the Wildcats. Glovin to Elderkin at the elbow, trying to dump it down low, but stolen away by the Tigers. They got numbers here, 3-on-1. And jammed in at the end by Hesson. Good finish on the fast break.
Durham wants to slow this game down. This pace does not suit them, I feel. I think, you know, they're more of a half-court team. They have excellent sets, and they run them well. Mersey wants to get up and down and just play a free game.
Glavin around the screen, pulls up for 3 off the back of the ring. The long rebound comes out to Paul Elderkin, and he will reset. Elderkin round the screen. Bounces it inside to Pierce. And trying, again, a bit of an ambitious pass, and that ball's come off the foot. And Dave Elderkin forced into a timeout. And I think it's just the 1 or 2 bits of execution not quite there for the Wildcats at this moment.
I would imagine Durham would, after this timeout, look to punch it inside. The lineup is just really small. They did it early in the game with the big man on the floor. Now they just got to stick with it. They got a small lineup. Take advantage of that. And Mersey, I would imagine, needs to just take care of the ball and get some rebounds. Too many offensive rebounds from Durham, giving them some life.
Well, there's a pause in the action here, so we'll take a break too. We'll be right back after this.
The universe is made up of precise ratios and patterns. Your son, he sees how it's all connected.
You're telling me my son can predict the future?
Everything. He's trying to tell us about something. The time, the date, somehow it's all connected. It's a roadmap. It's your destiny.
Touch, brand new drama, starts March on Sky One HD.
But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be.
Bet365.com. Welcome to Casino City.
I'm James Reed. You hate Mondays because you hate your job. You should be a lollipop man.
I love lollipops.
I know. You should be an endocrinologist. You should be cheerleaders. Drummer. Surgeon. Lovely job. You should be a transaction banking systems migration specialist. You should be my wife. Call me. Read.co.uk. Call me.
Get amazing discounts on hand-picked luxury hotels and holidays. Join the worst-kept secret in luxury travel, Secret Escapes.
Nightfall brings new challenges for the survivor.
I've got 2 infrared motion sensor cameras here. What I'm going to do is set these up and see if anything's going to try and come and get this. Actually, look, there you go. Visitors.
If Bear Grylls and Got to Dance are on at the same time, don't panic. Because with Sky Multi-Room, you can watch different shows in different rooms. And you get a free box with your first multi-room subscription, so you can keep your whole family happy. Sky. Believe in better.
Well, with Direct Line Home Insurance, if you're burgled, we'll aim to send someone within 2 hours.
Someone?
Someone to secure your home.
Yeah, not just anyone, not a hairdresser, although...
All right, what, like a locksmith?
Exactly.
And is this 2 hours from the start of the burglary or the end of the
It's
burglary?
not from the start of the burglary, is it?
Could be.
Well, say the burglary takes 2 hours and then the burglars are still there. The locksmiths arrive, a little bit embarrassing, yeah?
It's 2 hours from
What
when...
if the burglary starts right as the clocks go back?
4 words, he always gets that wrong. So are those hours consecutive?
No, darling, they're 40 years apart.
It really is quite straightforward. We'll aim to secure your home within 2 hours. Direct Line.
Well, it is the Tigers who lead here. We're midway through the opening quarter, but there's not been too much between the sides thus far, and I think both coaches will be a bit disappointed with the way they've looked after the ball, that both teams have turned it over in unusual and situations that the coach wouldn't like.
Yeah, I think both teams have been pretty careless with the ball at times, give offensive rebounds. It's almost to the point where it's a wash, where both teams have a grievance with that. So if they just go out and both focus in on it, I think this game will clean up a little bit and we'll see some better basketball.
Well, the kick ball means it's Mersey's possession, which is easily inbound. Glavin faked a little up-court pressure, but didn't actually apply any. Bustamante throwing it to Williams, that play that they ran so effectively earlier. Durham wise to it this time.
And that's what you need to do. You need to make sure you take away that roll. Only thing you want to give up is a skip, maybe for a 3-point shot. You don't want to give up 2-point dunks to a 7-footer all night.
Bustamante inbounds for the Tigers. Tony Gobletter not happy there. I think he wanted it going inside. Bustamante pulls up with the jump shot. Oh, my goodness! Jammed in by Miles Hesson on the rebound.
Great follow. That's what he does. Scout report, he'll crash the glass. He gets offensive rebounds. He's explosive. It's an excellent job by him.
He got right up there for that one as well.
I expect to see a few more of those tonight, the way the game is going.
Pierce fires up for 3. Doesn't quite go. They haven't found their range yet, Durham. said at the top of the show they need to hit that three-point shot, and they haven't been able to yet, but Manta to the hole. Flaherty got a little piece of that.
Durham needs something. And there you go. The lead was scoring that possession. Took some bad shots the last few times on the floor. That should get them going a little bit.
Yeah, they got stuck on 6 there for a fair few minutes, and finally they gave the scoreboard operator something to do. That's a poor pass, but comes back to Bustamante. He's looking to go one-on-one. Flaherty on the switch, blocks the shot. He's out on the break. They won't catch him. Oh, he rim-checked the dunk. Didn't quite get enough height. Good job for him. His teammate was there to clean it up.
Good hustle from Pierce. You know, you expect that to be a jam. If it doesn't happen, you got to make sure you're there for the putback. He got a nice, easy 2 points on that play.
Well, he's got a smile on his face now, Flaherty, but he wouldn't have if they'd ended up with nothing out of that.
I don't think he'll be showing that film at home when he gets home in the summertime.
The shot doesn't go from Mersey. Wildcats pull it in through Pierce. Glavin looking to drive in, a little bump foul. Easy call for the official.
Durham looks like they're getting a little bit of swagger back on offense. They got a couple turnovers and an easy one in transition. Sometimes that's all it takes to get your team clicking. Just a couple easy buckets. Even though he missed the dunk, you know, they still put it in. So they're getting life a little bit. I see a little more pep in their step on offense.
And Ralph Bucci into the game for the first time. Here he is with the ball, moves it on. It's in the hands of Elderkin now. Bucci into Flaherty. Flaherty fires up the jump. Oh, that one halfway down, and unfortunately for the Tigers, a bad bounce came off Oaten last, and it'll be an end-line ball for the Wildcats.
One thing that really surprised you when you played Durham is you look at the lineup, you see a lot of guards, a lot of three-point shooters, but they crash the glass. You know, they're excellent. Bucci does a good job of getting offensive rebounds. He probably is one of the lead leaguers at guard position.
Elderkin hits from behind the arc, the first one of the game for the Wildcats, and having been stuck on 6 for a while, they poured in 7 straight points to take the lead.
Yeah, Mersey again, they're kind of struggling right now. The points came easy beginning. They got to run some offense.
Foul called. Paul Elderkin, the offender, and it will be a sideline ball to the Tigers. Just under 2 minutes to go here in a 1-point ball game.
I like the little flex cut Tony ran earlier. I think he should probably go back to that and maybe try to get his guards posting up a little bit. That's where they have advantage. The guards are definitely a little more physical than Durham's guards.
Well, Mersey looking for their first score in a few minutes. Capers inside trying to find it. Oh, that one. Both ends now. The shots have gone halfway down and somehow bobbled back out.
There's a little on the rim tonight, seems like.
Nice pass from Flaherty and good finish by Pierce, using the basket as a block for the big defender Williams.
Excellent finish, great pass, great finish.
And Tigers running quickly back, and Oaten with a quick score.
You know, I think Mersey's not taking advantage of their quickness and their athleticism. They can get to the paint. They can penetrate on this team a little more, I think.
Elderkin tosses it down to Flaherty. Did well to catch that because the defenders collapsed on him, finished it off.
Very fundamental big man. Kept the ball high, didn't drop it, finished it.
And drives in again. It's out to Capers along the baseline with the jump shot, and he knocks that one down.
And this is a game I feel like Capers can really step up for him. You know, they're trying to run a little switch matchup zone. Jump shots will be there.
Well, they've almost coughed it up there. That's a double dribble. Pierce bounced it in order to pick it up, and then as he went over the defender, tried to regain his dribble, but referee's right on top of that one. There's the first dribble, and then that's the second.
Mersey's really getting into their guards, trying to disrupt their offense, doing a pretty good job. You know, just got to keep them out of transition. Offensively, they need a bucket, though. They need something going to the basket. They can't settle for jumpers on this team.
Well, they could run this down if they wanted to, because there's 4-second differential between shot and game. But Capers will take the jump shot. Doesn't quite go. Pierce pulls in the rebound, and they've got a chance of the last shot here of the first quarter. Davies Thought about it. Elderkin on the far side says one offense. Bucci has it, down to 5. Bucci with a little stop and go, dumps it off to Pierce. Pierce's block, good defensive recovery by Matt Oden there to knock that out of bounds. And there's a 1/10 of a second. You can see it looked like an easy score, but the defense recovered a 1/10 of a second. It's pretty much just a tip job, I would have thought. Not sure that was off in time. Didn't go anyway, but a seesaw first quarter, Atiba.
Yeah, not the prettiest basketball, but you see promise in the game. They're starting to settle down a little bit. Turnovers stopped after the timeout from Durham, and offensive rebounds have cleared up. You know, teams are starting to run a little more offense, looking to be patient. I think both teams are playing to their strengths right now. I think it's heading in the right direction.
Well, Mersey started off hot. The Wildcats replied. We're about even now at the end of one. We'll be right back after this break.
The future belongs to the small. The new Up from Volkswagen. Cleverly compact.
Mrs. Simpson, thanks for donating your lotto win. You've really improved these poor monkeys' lives.
It's the good life to be free and explore.
Not what you do. What would you do with this Wednesday's £6.5 million lotto rollover?
White bread, flatbread, garlic bread, granary bread, chocolate croissant, chocolate brioche, chocolate mousse, chocolate fudge cake, chocolate gâteau, mushroom soup, lentil soup, chicken soup, broccoli and Stilton soup, sliced beef, sliced ham, sliced chicken, sliced salami, ice cream, whipping cream, clotted cream, salad cream, fish cakes, sponge cakes, oat cakes, potato cakes, apple puff pies, apple juice, seafood sauce, barbecue sauce, tartar sauce, horseradish sauce, tea bags.
The new price drop is here, with hundreds of new price drops on selected products across the store.
Then there's coffee, curly fries, couscous, cotton buds, coleslaw, cocoa, chicken wings, Cajun chicken wraps, cold cannon cheese, twist, cod fillets, ciabatta, chickpeas, toffee mousse, thin beef steaks,
The
churros,
new
sweet corn,
price drop at Tesco. Every little helps.
QuickBooks makes accounting easier for small businesses. It's really simple to use. You can quickly create invoices and customer reports, easily manage cash flow or file VAT returns, and it organises all your finances in one place, which you can control anytime, anywhere, freeing you up to spend more time growing your business. Start your free trial of QuickBooks online today at intuit.co.uk or buy the desktop version at amazon.co.uk or Curry's PC World. QuickBooks, it's about time.
With Sky Movies, you get more.
Let's go.
More brand new movies every week.
Well, thank you.
More ways to watch them.
You decide.
And more chances to watch them.
That's gonna be one hell of a ride, Staff Sergeant.
Whenever and wherever you are. In the UK and Ireland.
And I know just where to get them.
Are you ready?
No one brings you movies like Sky Movies.
Join 888 Casino and get 365 free spins for the chance to win £1 million. Absolutely free! 888 Casino.
Oh, Piggy!
At NatWest, we've been helping families save for generations. Remember these?
Thanks, Dad.
A lot's changed since then, but finding the time to save for the future, whether it's your kid's university or a rainy day, hasn't got any easier, which is why at NatWest, we have over 2,000 customer advisors dedicated to helping you choose the right savings account for you.
For a start, you can make use of your cash ISA allowance. That's over £5,000 tax-free every year.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Look at this. You used to have one of these. Talk to us today and see how we can make your savings work harder. NatWest. Helpful banking.
Love Film Instant. Thousands of movies and TV series to watch instantly on your PS3, Xbox and iPad. Go on, try it for free.
Welcome back to Durham, where the visiting Mersey Tigers are trailing by a point here, and Tony Gorbaletto using the full 2-minute break here to have a word with his team. He'll just be disappointed that having got the upper hand in that first quarter, they just shut off for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, Durham switched to a little matchup zone, switching a lot of stuff on defense. Gave Mersey a little trouble. I'm sure he's telling them just calm down, look to penetrate, be aggressive with the ball. Don't overpass and don't settle for jump shots, 'cause that's what they did a little bit second half of that first quarter.
Well, Mersey will have possession of the ball from the halfway line. Looking to do something about this 1-point deficit. And it's Bailey who brings it forward.
Staying with the small lineup right here, start of the second quarter.
Skip pass is almost picked off. Good hand in the passing lane to knock that out of bounds by Michael Davis. Mersey will keep possession halfway through the offense.
They're really causing havoc with this matchup zone. You know, they're switching everything. They're keeping Mersey on their toes.
Little step back, tough shot. Davis with the rebound. Flaherty to Bucci. Pierce was open in the corner, thought about the shot but decided against it. Maybe a little too early in the shot clock. Flaherty trying to go to work. Tough pass, and Pierce really didn't have that shot. Perhaps should have given up on it, because it's now cost his team 2 points at the other end with a fast break.
Yeah, he could have been a little more patient on that shot, but, you know, good pass. Just got to get back on defense. Can't afford for that transition off a missed layup.
Elderkin kicks it back out. Wide open again from Davies. Elderkin trying to save it alive, but ends up with the Tigers, and they're looking to push quickly, and they're showing their speed in transition. Doesn't go that time. Bats it out, but only as far as Elderkin. Elderkin to Pierce. Elderkin trying to get the rebound, and it's last touched by Capers, I think. So it'll be a Wildcats ball, but certainly the pace is up and down right here.
Both teams are in transition a lot. You know, they have an advantage. Mersey doing a little better job finishing in transition in Durham, but, you know, they're getting opportunities. You got to take advantage of them.
Still only 1 point between the two teams.
I'm surprised with the small lineup Tony has, and they haven't got more dribble penetration on offense.
Well, there's some penetration from the Wildcats, and Flaherty in there, and that's one there that really you just have to give up. The big fella's under the basket, he's got the rebound, he's going to lay it in for 2. Don't foul him and give him a bonus.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to just let him go, or you rip his arms and don't even let him get shot to the rim. I know it's a little sticky with the whole sportsmanlike fouls, but you gotta make him pay for that, make him earn it. That's too easy for the and one. But again, getting it inside to him, they got a small lineup, make them pay.
So Flaherty trying to convert the 3-point play, which he does. Nice form on that free throw. And it's a 2-point lead now for the Wildcats. Almost stolen away by Glavin. He's going to end up getting a foul call for it. And he's like, what can I do there? He has to go after the ball, and unfortunately for him, he ends up with a foul.
Some of these passes Mersey's making are just really careless. They're lobbing it, they're leaving it in the air too long. They got to snap the ball out. Use a dribble, close the space down your passes, but you got to deliver it to the middle of the zone and attack.
Bustamante fires up off the back of the ring. Rebound Glavin.
Little 2-3 zone from Mersey right now.
Bucci open in the corner. You got to know where the shooters are.
They make them pay. They make them pay in the zone. You got to imagine that as they keep putting them up, they'll start dropping for them on their home court. They shoot the ball too well to stop, and they miss that many.
Charlie with the score. And the other thing is that Bucci, that was his first attempt, so he hasn't missed any yet. You got to know where he is on the court.
And he can heat up. He can score a lot of different ways, get guys involved.
There he is again. That shot is a little short. Williams with the rebound. Pacelli did well there to deflect that pass on. It might have been turned over, but he managed to keep it moving to Williams. Because man, oh, where's the defense going? Oh, he missed the layup though. It just bobbled out for him. And quickly down the other end, good offensive rebound. by Pierce off Capucci's air ball.
They're playing at a fast pace right now. A lot of shots going up. Good ball movement.
Pierce hits from behind the arc. And we would have thought that Durham actually would want to slow it down and be a bit more patient, but actually, this quick pace, they're in the lead.
I think a lot of it comes off these turnovers they're getting. They're creating some turnovers, so they have no choice but to run. So, they're getting good opportunities to take transition, and they're taking advantage of it.
He span around and he'd actually broken through the defense and found himself open for two.
Like I said, I feel if Mersey looks to penetrate a little more, attack that middle of the zone, he'll have a lot more success than just trying to pass it around the perimeter.
Glavin backs out. 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Almost 4 minutes gone here in this second quarter. Glavin with the jump shot, late in the offense, knocks it down.
Good shot. Tony G always has his team on a really strong zone. They got size in it with the big man in. They're going to have to hit those shots if they want to stick them out and get them out of that zone.
Almost stolen away, but it results in an easy let. The problem was because Capucci dived out, he suddenly had a big lane to the basket, Hassan, and he went straight to the hole.
Yeah, you don't want to gamble that early in the clock. You don't want to gamble too much on defense, period. But especially that early in that type of play, you give up, you leave your big men exposed and you get in foul trouble.
Well, Tony Gorbaletto has called a timeout on the far side, and just watching him, he doesn't look very happy with life at the minute. The game plan not being executed.
Yeah, this little matchup zone they're doing, they're switching everything on defense. Durham is. He's probably frustrated. Mersey's having turnovers in it. They're not being strong with the ball. And like you just saw there, they can penetrate. They can get to the basket, just being patient. And I'm sure that's what he's telling them now. Don't stop turning the ball over, obviously, but be aggressive, get in there, and finish at the rim.
Yeah, doesn't look very happy in that timeout. But to be honest with you, you could see this one coming. Dave Elderkin at the other end, a lot calmer in his timeout, but well, he might be. His team are playing well at this moment in time.
Yeah, they're doing well on defense. They hit a couple shots in their matchup zone or the switching defense, whatever they're running. But for the most part, they turn them over, one shot and done, and they're hitting a jump shot. So they're looking like they're coming a little bit alive on the offensive end. Defensively, they got to start tighten up that middle a little bit, though.
Well, last action was the foul after Capucci gambled and it didn't pay off. Hassan, well, he could have been going to the line for a bonus, but he didn't quite have enough on the lane, so it will be 2 free throws. And that one has the thing, but bubbles out.
Yeah, this kid, Miles Hesson, has a lot of upside. I've been really impressed with what I'm seeing him do this season. Very aggressive offensively and a pretty smart player for a young guy.
Wildcats by 5 here as Glavin brings it forward. O'Mahony into the game for the first time, getting his first touch. Bucci down to O'Mahony. Shot clock down to 5. Glavin stumbling through, gets it out to Elderkin's got to fire it up. He does. It doesn't quite go. Bucci trying to get the offensive glass. That's what you were talking about a few moments ago. Couldn't on that occasion.
Excellent rebounding team for how small they are and with all the guards they play with, but they crash the glass.
Gricelli to the hole, and there's been once or twice where they've allowed them to get in too close, and Williams cleans that one up.
Yeah, like I said, that middle's open. They just got to be patient and attack with the dribble. Not necessarily on the pass, but on the dribble. If you attack that gap, some good things will happen for them. Like you just got offensive rebound and a putback.
Glavin with Stoddard gets it back to Elderkin. Bucci along the baseline, trying to get it to O'Mahony. It's broken up by Williams, and Tigers can push here. Hesson, Williams wide open in the lane for a second, and that's a bump foul on O'Mahony. Hesson had the step on him.
That's a tough matchup for him. He's quick. Got a little bit too much size on him, so try to take advantage, try to blow by him going left. Good move, good heads-up play. Take advantage of the mismatches when you have them.
He's a strong kid as well. Yeah, he's not just speed, but actually he's quite comfortable down in that low block area.
Very physical and looks to score. He's got a scorer's mentality, and that's something that Tony G needs on his team. Not many guys that are pure outscorers. He's one of them that looks to be aggressive and score on the offensive end.
once again. Now, how many times have the Tigers just found a way to the hole? It was open on that occasion, but Durham sometimes just leave big gaps.
Yeah, it's just, you know, the defense they're running, no one has responsibility. It's kind of a talk and switch.
Nice backdoor cut there from DJ Glavin, well found by Pierce. Got to recover back quickly. Here's Hessen at the elbow, doesn't go. Glavin with the rebound, beats his man, and a slap round the back from Bustamante means he'll pick up what I make to be his second personal foul. Yeah,
not bad defensively there, but I feel Mersey's getting, even on scores, they're getting in transition, able to push the ball. Durham has to address that. You know, it's just getting the ball up too easy deep in the paint on scores or misses.
30-27 here. 4:20 to go to halftime. Very pacey game, and yet the scoreboard doesn't quite reflect that. You'd think it was a nice drive to the basket, to the finger roll from Capucci.
Very athletic kid.
Here come the Tigers again out on the break, and O'Mahony forced the foul. Hessen basically taking it to the basket once again. They've got to transition. On a score, there's no way you should get beaten back down.
Definitely not. You should never be able to, you know, get in transition on a made basket, especially a layup. You got time to get back. You should have your guards back. You know, but Mersey's looking to push the tempo. They think they have the advantage in the open court, and they're proving they do.
Hessen converts the first free throw. Crowd doing their best to put him off on the second, but to no avail.
I think Durham needs to look for that little backdoor cut a little more, soften that pressure up for Mersey. Maybe they can get some more shots and some easier jumpers.
Capucci. They wanted Capucci, I think, to go backdoor, but he didn't go that way. Glavin driving to the hole, blocked twice. Hessen got the second bit of the block. The first bit of the block was Bailey. They'll be fighting over that one later.
Yeah, what? Defense is tenacious. They're after the ball. They're aggressive. You know, got those young legs out there. So, you know, they're ready all times to go up for the blocks.
Shot clock getting low, and Elderkin finds his way to basket.
He got away with a hook there.
Hessen pulls in, and again, once the Tigers running quickly, Capers off and going. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't go, but it's stolen away by Odin. They've got numbers here. Nice spin off the glass, but can't convert.
You got to give that up. 3-on-1, and you take a bad shot like that. You want to give that up for one of your big mans or your other guard.
Yeah, you got the big 7-footer in the middle. Just let him dunk it home.
Yeah. Again, transition.
And again, points. They've got to get back.
Realistically, this game should be about 40-50 right now.
Well, that's the thing. The amazing thing about it is 3 minutes from halftime, it's 32-31, and yet the pace of it, as you say, it feels like a 50-point game. There's Glavin driving through, stolen away by Hessen, but not completely. Elderkin fires up for three. Will that drop? No, it won't.
Good rebound from the big man.
Yeah, pulls it in.
It's not a game he wants to be in too much. It's not a size you got to move him down the court every 10 seconds. He doesn't want to be in this type of track meet.
Here's Bucci. Yeah, those big fellas like the slow it down, let's throw it into the block. Running up and down. Bucci running inside, drops it off to O'Mahony, and he saw Williams coming at him, and that's why O'Mahony overcooked that shot. But again, the Tigers looking to push. Capers says, well, reset. It seems like an age since the Tigers have been stopped into a half-court offense.
Yeah, they haven't ran a set since the first quarter.
Thrown down to Williams, just barrels the man out of the way. That was almost unfair. The mismatch inside, and he jammed it down.
I mean, that's there for them. They got the size of athleticism. Just got to be patient. Stop turning the ball over. Stop taking quick shots.
Capucci fires up for three. Doesn't quite go. It's kicked out long to Capers. Hauls it in and wisely waits for reinforcements. Bailey cross court, and again they go in. This time Elderkin's trying to guard him. The double team comes. Move it round, and whenever the double team comes, there's got to be somebody open. Good ball movement, found Capers in the corner.
And Capers doing a great job. Just finding little soft spots, 15 feet, not trying to force a three-pointer. Just take what the defense gives you, knocking the shots down.
Lovin fires up with a jump shot, doesn't go. Tigers looking to race down court again. Hessen probably could have gone there, decided against it. Bailey around the corner. That's a tough pass for Hessen to catch.
It's not a good decision. He should have shot it, had a nice 15-footer. Everyone expecting the jump shot. Hessen set a good screen. He got to just be confident, pull up, and knock that down.
Well, Tony Garbiletto calling a timeout. His side are 3 points clear here. We're just under a minute from halftime. I can only assume he's trying to set up a couple of good plays to try and stretch this lead going into the locker room.
Yeah, Tony G has to be happy. He has a lot of stuff to work with. They're getting transition. You know, they're getting easy buckets. And they also have the inside advantage. The big man showing that he can finish around the basket when he gets it. Guards just have to find the big man in scoring position. You know, don't give it to him at the top of the key. Don't give him the three-point line. Wait till he gets that body on the block. Throw it into him.
And you kind of feel the way they are breaking against Durham, it's almost a matter of time before suddenly they're going to finish off all these plays and they can break away from this game, because that would be the thing that's disappointing Tony, I would have thought, is the fact that they have turned transition defense into offense so well but not got enough points on the board.
Yeah, they've missed a lot of chippies. You know, they missed 3 layups in a row at one point. It's just a lot of chippy stuff. Lack of concentration, not too many shot blockers on Durham. They got to be confident he's going to go up there and finish at the rim. Putting the press on.
End line ball for Durham. Minute to go here in the first half. They trail by 3. With some full court pressure. The Elderkins are getting ready to try and inbound this. Paul and Mark on the baseline. And I don't know if Williams has a cut or something, because he's had to come out of the game. And Crucelli's come in for him. I don't know if he's got a little bit of blood on the finger.
Looks like Tony just wants to get a little small lineup so he can really pressure the ball full court. Get that big guy there. He's kind of a liability when you're trying to play full court press.
Paul Elderkin to try and inbound. Eventually gets it. And they did quite well to break that in the end. Pierce driving through. Potion. Inside now to Paul Elderkin with a little fall away. And cuts it to a 1-point game. 30 seconds to play here in the first half. So Durham will get the ball back, barring an offensive rebound. That's with a little head fake, drives in hard and somehow gets that in off the glass. It seemed like he got knocked away from him.
Tough finish. You know, he's looking to score. He understands the drive lane's there, and he's not waiting for anybody to tell him twice.
Final play here of this first half. Elderkin trying to drive inside. Good defense from Hessen to steal it away. Got to be quick here. They've got to fire it. Curly fires it up, and it's off the mark. And what a first half that was. It feels like it's 54-57, but actually it's 34-37.
They're playing a track meet. It's a track meet out here. You know, they're getting after it. Poor offensive decisions, leading a lot of fast breaks, transition. Both teams are struggling to finish in at times. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. That's the cause of the low-scoring game, but, you know, not for lack of opportunity, that's for sure.
Well, a tight one here in Durham. It's a 3-point lead to the Tigers. We got second half action after this.
I recommend buying the horse track and freeing up $50 million in cash for that transaction.
To bring in slots and table games.
Perfect Trojan horse.
The ace is back in place.
I'll give you $1 million. You work for me.
Doing what?
Do not try this at home.
Look at him go! Why am I not hearing one last search for common ground?
You know what breaking links sounds like? There will be blood over this.
Luck. Saturday at 9, Sky Atlantic HD.
Dad, I'm a genius. We don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. But why?
Why? It's 40 degrees below. Or did you think we were standing here for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings. Only if you drink it.
No.
Win one of 50 Volkswagen Golf Blue Motions with the Cars and Cash scratch card from the National Lottery.
Some try using Yellow to sell their house.
Yellow Cello.
Others make sure they're agents on primelocation.com, the prime property website.
Sky's Online Casino brings you a great range of online casino games with a completely free £10 bonus to new players to play on big-name games such as Blackjack, Deal or No Deal, and Monopoly, featuring an all-time favourite Rainbow Riches, where you can play for as little as 1p, enjoy 3 fantastic bonus rounds, and have the chance to win up to £200,000, and a jackpot slots game that's reached £2.6 million. Claim your £10 free now at Sky's Online Casino, skyvegas.com.
Big bowl of Weetabix you got there, son? Big day.
Massive. I've got 1 paper round, 2 exams, followed by nervously chatting up girls that are way out of my league.
That's nothing. I've got to sprint to my train, spend the day doing team-building exercises whilst laughing at my boss's unfunny jokes.
That's nothing.
Packed with slow-release energy to keep you going. Weetabix. Fuel for big days.
In a van with a man. Walking a collie under a brolly. Reading the news in brand new shoes. Watching telly with a welly. Clocking in with a twin. In a box full of socks. In a tent on an ascent or just at a table by yourself. Enjoy breakfast anywhere with the delicious all-in-one breakfast wrap from McDonald's. Bacon, cheese, egg, sausage and potato rusty all together in a handy wrap.
Some settle for a little more. Others settle for only the best. Some ignore their nature, while others let it drive them. Aim higher with a new Jeep Grand Cherokee. Available with select terrain with 5 driving modes and air suspension. The most luxurious and refined Jeep ever is now available with 0% APR representative. Test drive the Grand Cherokee today.
Welcome back to Newton Aycliffe, where the Mersey Tigers are in a close one here with the Durham Wildcats. 2 teams about to have their last few chats before they get underway here in the second half. With me, the Sheffield Sharks coach, Atiba Lyons. Atiba, if you were Tony Garbaletto, what would be your message of emphasis during this halftime break?
I would definitely tell them look to attack more. Dribble penetration. They didn't take advantage of that until the end of the second quarter, where they got some baskets to the rim, to the free throw line. I think they had too many turnovers trying to overpass. So I definitely would tell that definitely my main thing.
And at the other end, Dave Elderkin will be asking his team to shoot the ball a little bit better, will he? 36% from the floor, 3 of 11 3-pointers, not getting it done.
Yeah, definitely. They got to shoot a little bit better. Have better transition defense, very poor. They're not stopping the ball. It's moving too easy up the floor for points. And I asked for a little more from Bucci. You know, he's only taken 3 shots. He's probably the best scorer, best creator off the dribble. I look for him to step up when he comes in and create a little more.
Well, the Durham 5 is out and ready to go, and here come Mersey now as well. And we're just about ready to go. Still a few words between the Durham players, but Mario Flaherty walks over in front of us, waves high and gets ready to inbound the ball. Tossed into the backcourt, and DJ Glavin gets the Wildcats underway. Elderkin, Capucci. Elderkin again, now it's down low to Flaherty. All the movement mainly around the 3-point line. Shot clock getting low, and then the big man has to knock it down. Good shot in the corner from him.
I would have liked my guard to try to penetrate, make that shot a little bit easier for my big man that late in the clock.
Bustamante takes it away from Williams. Hessen now. And there's a foul there.
Looks like Durham's coming out a little more aggressive, trying to get into the offensive man a little bit on defense. So see how that works out for him. Maybe that'll take away some of the penetration he had in that second quarter.
Well, Tony Gobletto still didn't look overly impressed over there on the sidelines. He is a perfectionist, though. Hessen inside jams it down, and he has really attacked the basket today.
He has that. He has the capability of getting to the rim and finishing. And I think that's something I'm sure Tony told him, look, you can get to the basket whenever you want, do it.
Elderkin kicks it out. Capucci around to Blatter. Nowhere for him to go. Elderkin has the screen. Williams jumps out on the double team. Elderkin gets it to Capucci, fires up, doesn't quite go.
Have a little bit of trouble on the offensive end.
Williams moves it on. Almost stolen away by Elderkin, but Crucelli gets it back, goes to the basket, and Williams, misses one from close in.
Throw that down, big man. Throw that down. Don't even play around with it. Just dunk it.
Well, that's the thing. He had the position. All he had to do was jump up and jam it down, but he tried to just toss it in gently.
Just be safe and dunk it. Or put it on the backboard.
Yeah, they don't come back out once you've jammed them down, that's for sure. Here he is again, close in, trying to make amends, moving the little guys out of the way. Crucelli gets it as it was knocked loose. No reset of the shot clock. It's down to 3. I don't think Bustamante sees it. He does now. He fires up. It did hit the ring, so he can go, and Elderkin pulls in the rebound anyway. That's a quick release 3 from Davis, and the team not really there, and somehow that came off Glavin's knee. Almost came up with it, but that, if you're going to shoot that early in the offense, you have to make it. There'll be no offensive rebound there.
Exactly, and I think that was a little bit of a frustration shot. They ran some offense last couple possessions, didn't get anything good. Mersey did a good job of closing any opportunity up for them, so they kind of just try to get a quick one in transition. It didn't work out for them.
Here's Hessen for the Tigers. Driving baseline, gets it in. And he went to go dunk that one, but he was fouled by Glavin. You'd like to see him go through that contact and throw it down as well.
Yeah, he's doing a good job positioning himself. He's making himself available for the guards. He's a big guy. You know, he's going to get to the free throw line a lot. Let's hope he knocks these down. Make Tony G happy. He looks a little sad over there on the side.
Well, his free throw shooting has not been good thus far. That one bobbles in his BBL career. He's not been in the BBL that long. He's not shot that many free throws. So as he goes 2 for 2, that will move his percentage shooting up by about 10 percentage points. That's how few shots he's taken.
These are some nice rims to shoot free throws on, though. Nice soft rims. You know, if he's going to make them anywhere in the BBL, it's going to be in Durham.
Glavin pulls up from the elbow, doesn't quite go. Out comes Bailey. Bailey keeps going. Again, Durham not stopping in transition. But fortunately, Mersey can't come up with the score again. Elderkin throws one up. Tough shot, doesn't quite go. And there's Bucci once again in grabbing the offensive rebound.
He comes up with him. He's a hard-nosed guy.
And Elderkin comes up with a 3 in the corner. Credit Bucci with the offensive rebound.
And Bucci's the type of player that he can get guys easier shots. He's a smart player, and that helps a team when they're struggling offensively like Durham has in the third quarter.
Bustamante driving to the hole, doesn't quite get enough on that one. He's had his struggles shooting today. He's 0 for 8 now after 2 misses in this second half.
Yeah, he's getting his looks, he's getting some opportunities, he's just got to finish them. You know, both these guards have had good looks and haven't knocked them down, so maybe coming up, they'll start feeling the groove a little bit.
Bucci thinks about the 3, turns it down, drives inside, spins. I think that was aimed for Elderkin. It eventually ended up with Elderkin, and he knocks down another one.
Yeah, they're hitting some tough shots, but you just can't sustain this. They need some better offense.
Elderkin with back-to-back 3s, but Mersey quickly run down the other end and regained the lead with a score.
You'd like Flaherty to take a charge in that one. He's out of control. He was there in position, just didn't turn his shoulders.
Bustamante there, classic basketball player, put his hand up to admit to the foul and shook his head no at the same time.
Yeah, I haven't done that too many times in my life. Put my hand up and admit to a foul. You gotta make me, you know, you gotta call that one on me.
Well, Tony Gobletto is screaming at his players about something, not quite sure what it was. Bucci's shot doesn't go as they try and look. He's not very happy on the sidelines, Garbaletto. Don't think he likes the way his team are executing defensively.
He's got to be frustrated because the shots they're getting are great looks. They're getting to the rim, dribble penetration, and they're not finishing. So, it's really frustrating. It's not great defense that's holding them up. It's themselves.
Well, back and forth this game continues to go. It's a 3-point lead for the Tigers at the moment. Flaherty spins in. Nice move from Mario to the basket.
They needed that. They took a lot of jump shots the last 4 or 5 possessions down the court. They needed something going to the rim, and the big man stepped up and made a great play.
It's a foul on Elderkin, just diving out at Hessen. Quick slap of 5 to acknowledge that he caught him on that one.
I'm surprised Durham isn't switching more on some of these ball screens. A lot of them are for guards, guard for guard ball screens. You could easily just switch that.
Jelly throw it inside to Hessen, and he's too strong to let him get that deep, but he couldn't finish it off. Give some credit to Elderkin for making it difficult, I guess. Elderkin again from behind the arc, not this time. Oh, stolen away, Bucci has it. Probably not the best option there from Bucci because there was nobody else to rebound.
This is why Tony G is getting frustrated. These guys are getting great position. Got to finish these plays, at least get to the free throw line.
Hessen drives in, stop. Nice dish off to Bailey, can't convert, it's knocked out of bounds.
Bailey struggling a little bit now tonight. Excellent defender, as you see on the defensive end. He locks anybody up he's on, but he hasn't been finishing. He hasn't hit any jumpers, and he's not finishing in the paint.
Substitution for Mersey as Miles Hessen sits down. James Griffiths comes in for him. Got to get it in. Does get it in within the allotted 5 seconds. Capers moves it on, and the shot clock buzzes off, and that shot did not go up in time from Griffiths. And I guess recognition from Mersey, not realizing that as they inbounded the ball, they didn't have a full shot clock.
Yeah, too much over dribbling in that possession. They had a couple passes. They took 2-3 extra dribbles, then passed. They'd rather just give it up early. Cost them at the end of the shot clock.
Mario Flaherty did well to catch that because he didn't know it was coming. Elderkin threw it to him on the pick and roll, and it was almost in his hands before he realized it was coming.
Great pass. Both teams seem they've made adjustments at halftime. Durham is now looking to go inside. Mersey's looking to attack off the dribble and penetrate and finish at the rim. Both teams just need to finish some plays off and pick this game up a little bit.
Well, Flaherty will go to the line for 2. That'll be in about a minute's time because, first of all, there's a timeout called. It's a 1-point game. We're midway through the 3rd quarter, and neither of these teams showing any signs of really breaking away from the other.
Mersey's definitely putting the defensive intensity up. If you've seen the shots that Durham taking this quarter, it's been poor shots a lot of times, jump shots, quick threes in transition. That's because defense been smothering them. And Mersey, on the other hand, on offensive end, has missed layups, missed post moves. The big man missed a couple. Hessen missed a couple. So that's why Tony G's got a little bit of frustrated over there on the sidelines.
Well, he's one of those guys, Tony Garbaletto, there's no hiding it. He knows, if you know exactly what he's thinking, even from sat across court as we are, the frustration is just written all over his face. He's very disappointed with, it would appear to be more so defensively than offensively that's annoying him right now.
Yeah, I think when Durham has scored, it has been easy layups, easy looks. But I thought the on-ball defense has been better. The guards have really been pressuring their guards and Durham's guards, and they've turned it over a little bit and taken tough shots.
So Flaherty at the line with the chance to first tie and then put his team in the lead if he makes this one. He doesn't, so now he'll try and draw the game level at 45. He's normally a pretty decent free throw shooter, and he shows why with the second.
Looks like Durham's dropped to a little zone. 3-2. Good penetration again.
Well, this is where they, when they were in that zone earlier on, Mersey attacked, driving through the middle of it. There is that gap in the middle. Elderkin with the backdoor cut. Drives off the glass, doesn't quite go. Bucci again in for the offensive rebound, and he gets hit from behind.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough matchup. A lot of times Bucci's match up with a guard, and, you know, they're not the best at boxing at all times, and he's going to crash. Every possession, he's looking to get offensive rebounds and make something happen, and he gets a hand on a lot of balls.
End line ball for Durham, which Davies now has. Elderkin coming all the way around, goes back the other way. Davies looking for some help, finds it from Flaherty. Elderkin's been desperately trying to get loose, and finally manages to get the ball. Davies open with the jump shot, knocks it down.
If you look at the defense of Mersey, they're smothering the guards. The big man's been offered on 2 separate occasions there for a post move, but they can't find him because of the pressure.
Capers. Nice bounce pass to Odin, cutting back door, but the defense collapsed on him, couldn't convert. He wanted a foul, nothing doing.
You can't slap the back, but there probably should have been 2 points for Mersey on that one.
Knocked away by Cricelli. I guess, did he even really get a proper shot off would be the argument the other way, but as Elderkin finds his way to the basket.
Mersey swarming them. Durham has to be strong with the ball. Opportunities there. You have to be strong from the guard position. Mersey's doing a good job knocking them out of the rhythm.
2-point lead. This will tie it. It doesn't quite go. Davis with the rebound.
Devin Bailey's really struggling. He's one of the better scorers, and he's not doing the job tonight yet. He needs to pick it up.
Elderkin driving through. Gets a little slap and foul called.
Elderkin's definitely trying to make stuff happen on offensive end. He's being very aggressive, and that's what they need right now. They need someone going to the basket. They don't need to settle for too many three-pointers anymore. They need to start trying to get to the free throw line or get 2-pointers.
And Mersey is certainly trying to contain him. The way they're playing defense on him, it's a prevent defense. Don't let him get the ball in his hands.
Yeah, they're making him work for everything. You know, the guards are definitely working. But offensively, they just have to be patient, though. Have to see what's going on, recognize, and take advantage of the small lineup. Your big man's down there posting up hard. You got to get him his touches.
Well, Dave Elderkin with a timeout here for the Wildcats. I'm sure he'll be relatively pleased with the scenario in which they find themselves. They've probably been the better team here in this second half.
Yeah. Well, Mersey did miss a lot of chippies early. You know, I think they're going to find a rhythm soon. If they stay in the zone, Durham could slow them down a little bit, but you know, eventually Mersey's just too good, too athletic not to get to the rim and get to the basket on penetration.
Well, that is the gamble on the zone defense, is the way Mersey showed that they can attack the basket. You do leave yourself open. If they can collapse the way they did on the previous play when Oden went to the basket, then they will be okay with that, Durham. If they can't, they'll have to rely on Mersey missing easy ones, which they have done thus far, but at some point these are going to start dropping in, you would imagine.
What you want to do is in that zone, you want to have guys like Bailey and those guys who haven't been shooting the ball well tonight to hit three-point shots. You don't want to give them penetration. You know, you want to make them kick it back out for those guys, the shooters that are struggling right now, and pick up the rebounds and get in transition.
Ralph Bucci for Durham, leading by a couple here. Elderkin. Shot clock getting low for Elderkin, gets it to Flaherty. Flaherty driving to the hole. Great finish from the big fella.
Tough move, going left. Nice finish. You know, he put his head down, 4 seconds on the clock, didn't panic, and finished a great move.
Almost stolen away by Bucci. It's thrown inside to Williams, who tried to go back out, still got it. Was in the paint for a while there as Heston drives to the hole, doesn't go. Bucci pulls in the rebound. Momentum with the home side at the moment. Bucci to Elderkin for three. Big shot, hits it. Another triple from Paul Elderkin, and the lead is out to 7 for Durham.
He's shown up tonight. He wanted this one. You know, he's on the onset of the game. He's been aggressive, looking to score. You know, this is the type of game he loves.
Well, they had a big game last time they met, and that's almost stolen away, but they've got it back here. Hessen goes up trying to jam it down, challenged by Davies, and he'll go to the line for 2. Good job by Davies to prevent the dunk there.
Well, he got lucky on that one. He could have been on someone's poster, but, you know, that's how you got to attack the rim. The young guy didn't leave any questions about it. You're either going to foul me or I'm going to dunk on you, one or the other.
It wasn't that far away, as you say, from finishing that play off, Hessen, but he'll have to go to the free throw line and earn them from 15 feet. And he's not a guaranteed 2 free throw shooter, Miles Hessen. So it's always worth it because the dunk is guaranteed to, but he does make them both there.
Yeah, he's playing well tonight. You know, he's finishing at the rim pretty well for the most part, and he's being aggressive.
He certainly has been, and it's his job to play defense on Eldekin, and he put some pressure on him and forced Eldekin into a pass that went away. Eldekin arguing that his arm got caught.
You know, Tony G likes the small lineup against Durham. He feels they can get into him defensively, and they can stretch the floor and get some penetration offensively. Let's see how it goes this time out, but, you know, I think Mersey definitely needs something here, a good offensive set.
Well, Paul Eldekin getting a well-earned breather. Crucelli for the Tigers. Thinks he's got the foot speed over Flaherty, but Flaherty did well. Oh, capers along the baseline. That was too easy. Just beat Davis on the first step. And this is the thing. You've got to recover in the zone.
You need to make sure you're there strong side. Like I said, you want to give up the jump shots. You don't want to give up jump penetration.
Good hands from Crucelli, and he went chasing after it, but the sideline beat him to the ball.
Durham looks a little too caught up of trying to protect the three-point line on guys who aren't shooters. They need to recognize scouting report and adjust accordingly.
Flaherty trying to get it in. It's almost stolen away by Hessen, but it will be a Wildcats ball. This time it's a little easier for him to get it into Glavin. Shot clock being counted down by the crowd as Flaherty puts the ball on the floor, has to shoot it from the ground because he could hear the crowd counting it down. He thought, we haven't got time for a pass here, but you don't make too many lying down, and unsurprisingly that didn't go in.
Heads up play from the big man though, trying to get a shot off laying down. You know, it's a tough shot for anybody.
It's not one that you practice during the week?
Not usually.
Get round. That will be a long 2, toes on the line. Just shift your feet back there, Matthew, and that would have been worth 3.
That's the worst shot in basketball right there, toe on the line.
Last play here of the third quarter, and the Wildcats lead is only 1. They would have felt they had the momentum, perhaps could have opened it up bigger, but credit the Tigers for their response. Glavin's got to get the shot off, fires it up. That's a long way off the mark. That's not a great final shot there. Durham had the momentum for a large part of this period, but the Tigers have eaten their way back into this game.
Yeah, they did. They did it on the defensive end. You know, I think Durham hit some tough jumpers to keep them around, but you can't consistently hit those fadeaway three-pointers and long 2s with 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's just not going to happen for you every time. So I thought Mersey did a good job sticking with it, not dropping their head, and keep that pressure up, and they'll get back in.
Well, it's a 1-point game here in Durham. Fourth quarter action after this break.
Think on your feet. Adapt or die. Adapt or die. Adapt or die. Adapt or die.
Hannah, available from Friday, brand new to Sky Movies. No one brings you movies like Sky Movies.
Hey now, this'll fill you with glee if you buy now. Nectar points are on me, we've 1,000 coins to give you. Buy car insurance through Confused.com. Collect your Nectar points from Confused.com.
Collect 1,000 Nectar points when you buy your car insurance through Confused.com.
Nectar points are on us on Confused.com.
Okay then, stir stickers. The letterbox will open in 20 rubber ducks, okay? When your hedgehog reaches 8,000 seahorses, pull the sheep lock. This will release your double-decker bus. I will see you on the cupcake.
Billions of random combinations in every bag. They random side out with Roundtree's randoms.
His stories inspired a killer.
I challenge the brilliant Edgar Allan Poe, a game of wits.
Be careful. Now it will cost him everything.
I will kill again, and I will leave clues.
Where is she?
I'll send you to hell!
The Raven, in cinemas March 9.
For every friend you introduce to Sky TV, we'll give you £75 of M&S vouchers. Each friend you introduce will get £75 of vouchers too, and they can enjoy the same thrilling lineup of Sky TV as you do. And since there's no limit to the amount of friends you can introduce, there's no end to the amount of vouchers you can get. That's £75 of M&S vouchers each when you introduce a friend to Sky TV now at sky.com/75. Sky.
118 prepares to serve. Oh, a bit floaty. And that is going to make them very hard to beat.
Win one of 50 Volkswagen Golf Blue Motions with the Cars and Cash scratch card from the National Lottery.
Scotland might surprise you. Whether you're after dramatic scenery or dramatic scenes. We don't just keep our art in museums or our stories in books. We make sure our visitors are well looked after. And we know how to put on a show. But you won't always need a ticket. So this year, the year of Creative Scotland, surprise yourself. Visit Scotland.
Welcome back to Newton Aycliffe, where the Durham fans are on their feet trying to get behind their team. They've only won a couple of games this season. They've both been here. And 10 minutes to go in this ball game, they lead by one as they go in search of a third. But Mersey have the ball and the chance to regain the advantage at the start of this fourth quarter. Hessen driving in, gets fouled. Oh, that almost went for him as well. He'll go to the line for a couple of freebies.
Again, Durham switched to that matchup zone, 3-2 zone. You know, looking to slow Mersey down a little bit. Again, can't afford to have the dribble penetration. Got to keep him out of the middle and make him hit long jump shots over the defense.
Short on the first free throw. Second one rattles in and ties the game at 54. Bucci had some space for a second there, but moves it round. Flaherty. Davies, shot clock getting low again on the Wildcats. Stolen away by Crucelli. Stolen back by Davies, but they've got to shoot. Bucci's got to fire it up. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did, said the referee. Just beat the buzzer on that and knocks it down for two.
That's ugly basketball, but you'll take it. You know, you'll take that 2 points no matter how it comes. Good shot by Bucci.
Any made basket is a good one as Capers inside, lays it in.
Too easy on off defense end from Durham. You know, you can't let a man dribble right down the paint with no help.
And the bounce pass was a long way off the mark, and Capucci is going to come back into the game. So too is Paul Elderkin, two of their leading scorers this season. So this is probably as strong a lineup offensively as Durham has. Oh, but too easy defensively. They just let Oaten drive right to the basket once again.
I feel like Durham's just hugging too much on the perimeter and not helping off guys that aren't knockdown shooters. If they're not knockdown shooters, you got to help off and make them hit that shot. Make them earn threes rather than layups.
Glavin with a little stop and go. Kicks it back out to Elderkin. Again, it's late in the offense.
Good defense from Mersey.
That's an offensive foul, I think. Yep.
Great defense. They're smothering. They got the small lineup. The dribble weave and the ball screens aren't really working because they can switch everything, and they're swarming everything on the perimeter.
Just dropped his shoulder there on the replay and knocked over Matt Oden. Timeout called by Dave Elderkin. And I think he's a bit frustrated with that last offense because things are starting to be a little bit more difficult here for Durham. They're struggling to react defensively, and we saw they got a lucky one at the end of a shot clock. Offensive foul here at the end of a shot clock. They can't find those open looks.
Yeah, they just struggling. I think they need to look at how they're attacking Mersey right now. Maybe spread the floor a little bit better. Not so many dribble weaves, and look to punch it inside. They got a 6'5" guy on 6'9". You got to look to try to get something to him. He's your best offensive player right now. He's most efficient. He's scoring when he touches it. He's making something positive happen. Offensively, it's going to be key for Durham to get it together because Mersey's starting to pick it up now. They're finding their rhythm. You got different guys scoring, different guys attacking. They're starting to feel comfortable.
Well, about 8.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Been nothing between them all the way through. It's one of those rare games where no team has seemingly taken a lead of any note. I think 7 is the biggest we've had in the game.
Yeah, and that was early on. Now I think, you know, both teams are just, you know, going back and forth, finding rhythms, finding little hot spots. But it needs to be more consistency for one of these teams to pull away. We might see overtime tonight.
It's certainly a possibility as Oden drives through. It's not loose by Capucci, and that will be a foul by Bustamante. I think that's his 4th personal foul. Just wait for the table to confirm it. But he's going to the subs bench, or he's going to the bench, sorry, as the sub comes in.
That was a good foul to stop the break. Just unfortunately for him, he already had 3 fouls.
Well, it's been a tough game for Antonio Bustamante. Struggled to get points on the board. Shooting hasn't been his best, and he's been in foul trouble as well. Elderkin bouncing it down to Flaherty. Sizing up Capers, going to work on him. Good job by Capers, did the best he could there, pulled down the rebound, then gets trapped, but manages to draw the foul.
That's a silly foul. Just get back on D. You missed it. Don't chase. Don't try to get back what you lost. They got the rebound. You were strong with it. You know, 3 guys trying to get a steal. Just get back on D and play basketball.
You can almost say, well, just if there's 3 of them there and you want to do something, make it difficult for the outlet pass. You might get an 8-second violation.
Yeah, a lot of times you see teams jam the outlet pass, but that case, that wasn't it. It was just being over-aggressive and making a silly foul. Good screen from the big guy.
Yeah, goes around it a little too much on the finger roll. Kicked out, they've got numbers here. Hessen's going up and jams it down. And you knew as soon as you saw him out on the break, this is getting thrown down.
Yeah, Mersey's starting to feel it. You know, guys are getting comfortable out there. They're getting dunk after layup after dunk after layup. They're moving the ball well.
Elderkin hands over to Bucci. Tony Garbaletto wanting a traveling violation call, but instead it's a foul on Matthew Oden. This is Tony Garbaletto time here as we watch the replay. Hands over to Bucci, and I think the reason he traveled with it was because he was fouled. But this is the best time to watch Tony. Late in the 4th quarter, that'll be a foul in a tight game.
That should have been and when the way they affected the rim on that layup. A couple guys' hand got caught in the net and the rim. But Mersey doesn't have to gamble. They don't have to gamble. They're playing good defense. Don't try to get a fast break every possession. You know, make them take tough shots and get stops the old-fashioned way.
Well, I think the pitchers say more than I can about Tony Garbaletto there as the free throw goes in from Pierce at the first attempt, cuts it down to a 3-point game.
You know, they're trying to, Tony's probably a little frustrated because they had momentum and they're cutting into it with silly fouls now. You know, they're being too aggressive, thinking they can turn them over every possession. Just play solid D and it'll take care of itself.
58-60, the Tigers lead, 7 minutes to go. Oh, it's thrown away. Well done, Hessen, to recover, and almost loses it behind his back. And a look of frustration on Pierce's face because he realizes he over-gambled on that one.
Yeah, good hustle from Hessen. They got lucky on that one. Communications out there, no look pass to no one, but he got it back and got fouled luckily.
Bailey to inbound. Capers comes up to get it. Cuccelli trying to find some space, gets it back to Capers. Houghton fires up from behind the arc, doesn't quite go. About 5 guys going after that rebound. In the end, it ends up with Chris Pierce. Pierce chasing hard, and he ran from one end. Oh, he missed it though. Flaherty there to pick it up and lay it back in.
You know, Pierce has had some good and some pretty plays tonight. That was one of the bad ones. He just didn't finish the layup, but good job from the big man to be there and finish it off for him.
Oh, stolen away by Capucci. He's off and running. I don't think they'll catch him, will they? That'll be a foul as Bailey chasing back. Got a little bit of the ball, but also committed the foul. So it won't be an unsportsmanlike, even though he was the last man back. He was making a legitimate play.
Yeah, he made a good play on the ball. He got a piece of it, you know, grabbed his hip a little bit going up for the ball. You know, Mersey kind of dug himself a little hole, getting those 2 fouls, getting them on the free throw and letting them score. They had the momentum. They had Durham on the back foot, get them on the free throw line, calm them down a little bit, and now they're getting a little bit of a rhythm.
A little bit short there on the first free throw from Mike Capucci. Chance to put his team in the lead here with 6:20 to go. Oh, he's missed them both. It's funny what pressure does in situations like this.
Plenty of time.
Stolen away, is it? Not quite. Hessen once again recovering, gets it to Capers. Capers is blocked by Bucci, and Durham come down with it again.
A little bit of contact, but nothing called. Good job by Bucci pulling it out. Don't force.
Glavin trying to force the pass to Flaherty where it wasn't there. Bustamante is bumped by Bucci, and he throws it up in the hope that the referee might decide that was a shooting foul. Never going to be the case, but it is over the limit for the Wildcats, so it will be 2 free throws anyway.
I actually think Bucci didn't really need the foul on that occasion. You know, they had everybody back. There's 4-2, I think, in Durham's favor, but he can't see what's going on behind him, so he just made the sensible play and stopped him from getting easy 2 points.
Well, he's had his struggles trying to get the ball in the basket, Antonio Bustamante, but he does finally tip the scoreboard over with a free throw, and he makes them both. His team lead by those 2 shots.
You know, I'd like to see Bucci post up as Monty on offense. I think he'd get something good out of that.
And of course, he's on 4 fouls, so there's a double reason to do it.
Yeah.
Flaherty skips it around. Capucci halfway through the 3-point shot, drives inside instead. A little finger roll off the back of the ring.
Nice move. Nice move.
But the Tigers come away with it, and suddenly he's got 2. He's got another 2.
Yeah, he's heating up.
Well, Tony Garboletto on his haunches, trying to pick up the defense from his team, trying to get them to play harder at this end. Elderkin is blocked, is fouled by Hessen, and he head in hands from Tony Garboletto, and Hessen went, yeah, that was my foul, sorry, coach. Yeah. That's the worst place to commit a foul as well, right in front of the coach.
Tony is frustrated, you know, they're doing some really positive things, and then they get a foul like this, and it cuts into the momentum. They went on a little swing right there. Got some easy points and then fouled and get 3 points the easy way. So Tony G's a little frustrated, not going to understand why.
Paul Elderkin, who's averaging about 2 from 3 percentage-wise from the free throw line. Gets a rattle on the first. We'll see if he can keep to his season average. And 1 or 2 of the Tigers players didn't realize he was shooting a 3-point shot there. Capers was turned to the ref and went, is it 3 shots, ref? And then wandered back down to the lineup position with a smile on his face.
Bucci offensive rebound, maybe, let's see.
Yep, and good call. Oh, Bucci misses it, gets his own offensive rebound though. Good call there. Seeing into the future at Tiba Lions as Flaherty goes to the basket, can't convert. Double block again. Bucci pulls in the rebound. Flaherty got the last foul.
Don't get a foul.
And they get away from a bit of trouble in the corner there. Elderkin has it. 2 points they trail, but they have the ball here with 4.5 to play. Bucci round the screen. That's a foul called. And it will be 2 free throws. It's just a question of whether did he foul Bucci or Flaherty. They're going to let Bucci go to the line.
I mean, he's about 5-6 feet outside the three-point line. It was a ball screen handoff, and he's just way too aggressive. You know, he needs to just realize this time and place situation and get his hands off. Just get over there. You got help. You got a guard-on-guard screen there. Switch it. Do something else, but you can't foul and let these guys get in the free throw line and stay in the game this way.
Especially not Ralph Bucci, who's the best free throw shooter on his team. And he shows why with 2 that ties the game up, 64 apiece. Pacelli driving hard is fouled by Bucci. That will be on the floor, but it will still be 2 free throws as Durham over the limit.
Tough call. Got a little bit of him, though. Did get a little bit of him.
Well, it would have been 2 points had the foul not been called, because he did end up scoring.
So if he misses these, you can live with that foul.
Yeah. And he does miss 1. So it saved Durham at least a point. Second one is clean. Mersey back in front. Seesaw game here in County Durham. Bucci bringing it forward.
It's a good job putting Bucci on the point late in the game. If he's, you know, savvy veteran, he can make some good things.
Elderkin open for 3, not quite. Pierce chases it down, throws it up, hoping it'll come to a teammate. It doesn't, and now they have numbers here, and it's dumped off to Capers, and they do convert. Just look for a second like they might have messed that one up a little bit, the Tigers, but fortunately the pass did come from Bailey.
Good pass. He made his man commit. Gave him an easy layup for his teammate, Capers.
Davies, Chelly right out on him, inside to Elderkin. Elderkin trying to go to work. He's double teamed now. Gets it off to Pierce. Late in the offense again. Traveling violation as he spun back the other way.
Again, you underestimate how much pressure affects you. You know, he had a guy open right there, 1 pass away. On the 3-point line, he missed him. He was double teaming the corner. He missed the easy opportunity for an assist possible.
Here it is, just dragged his foot there. And that's what the violation was called for. And of course, for Durham, it's the pressure of not having won too many games this year and the chance to put another one on the board, but they've dropped back to now 5 points behind.
Good shot by Pacelli. You know, needed that one.
Bucci around the screen. Important for Durham to get a score here, you feel. Davies turns down the shot. It's through the hands of Elderkin. He pulls it back. Lobs it up. That's an ambitious pass.
That's terrible. That's just, you know, 7 seconds on the clock.
Well, and it's cost the team 2 points at the other end, and Dave Elderkin goes straight to the timeout. A couple of the Tigers collided. They both seem okay. Their Capers and Elderkin, they can walk off with a smile on their face, but
you got 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
You know, you have your dribble. You don't just fling it up like that. You got to do something. Even throw it off his leg and try to make an out-of-bounds play, inbound pass or something. But in this time, you can't do that.
In the situation of the game as well, when they were down 5, they needed a score, really. I know there's still 2:44 to go in this game, but with 3 minutes to go, you don't want it to suddenly leap out to 7. And now, psychologically, how do we come back in this game?
Yeah, Durham is they're getting frustrated. You know, Mersey's very aggressive on defense. They're smothering the ball. They're doubling the post, tripling in the post, and they turn them over and make them take tough shots. And that gets frustrating after a while, especially when, you know, you're the only person you feel is being effective dribbling, penetrating with the ball.
Well, there's a pause in the action here, so we'll take a break too. We'll be right back after this.
future belongs to the small. The new Up from Volkswagen. Cleverly compact.
Nightfall brings new challenges for the survivor.
I've got 2 infrared motion sensor cameras here. What I'm going to do is set these up and see if anything's going to try and come and get this. Actually, look, there you go. Visitors.
If Bear Grylls and Got to Dance are on at the same time, don't panic. Because with Sky Multi-Room, you can watch different shows in different rooms. And you get a free box with your first multi-room subscription, so you can keep your whole family happy. Sky. Believe in better.
Mrs. Simpson, thanks for donating your lotto win. You've really improved these poor monkeys' lives.
It's the good life to be free and explore.
Not what you do. What would you do with this Wednesday's £6.5 million lotto rollover?
Some try using yellow to sell their house.
Yellow cello.
Others make sure they're agents on primelocation.com, the prime property website.
White bread, flatbread, garlic bread, granary bread, chocolate croissant, chocolate brioche, chocolate mousse, chocolate fudge cake, chocolate gâteau, mushroom soup, lentil soup, chicken soup, broccoli and Stilton soup, sliced beef, sliced ham, sliced chicken, sliced salami, ice cream, whipping cream, clotted cream, salad cream, fish cakes, sponge cakes, oat cakes, potato cakes, apple puff pies, apple juice, seafood sauce, barbecue sauce, tartar sauce, horseradish sauce, tea bags.
The new price drop is here, with hundreds of new price drops on selected products across the store.
Then there's coffee, curly fries, couscous, cotton buds, coleslaw, cocoa, chicken wings, Cajun chicken wraps, colcannon cheese, twist, cod fillets, ciabatta, chickpeas, toffee mousse, thin beef steaks,
The new price drop at Tesco. Every little helps.
QuickBooks makes accounting easier for small businesses. It's really simple to use. You can quickly create invoices and customer reports, easily manage cash flow or file VAT returns, and it organises all your finances in one place, which you can control anytime, anywhere, freeing you up to spend more time growing your business. Start your free trial of QuickBooks online today at intuit.co.uk or buy the desktop version at amazon.co.uk or Currys PC World. QuickBooks, it's about time.
At NatWest, we've been helping families save for generations. Remember these?
Thanks, Dad.
A lot's changed since then, but finding the time to save for the future, whether it's your kid's university or a rainy day, hasn't got any easier, which is why at NatWest, we have over 2,000 customer advisors dedicated to helping you choose the right savings account for you.
For a start, you can make use of your cash ISA allowance. That's over £5,000 tax-free every year.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, look at this. You used to have one of these. Talk to us today and see how we can make your savings work harder. NatWest. Helpful banking.
And we must give some credit to this Mersey defence as well. They've made it really hard for Durham to do anything, not just take a shot. They've made it hard, pressure on the ball, pressure off the ball. They've played really well over the, particularly the last few minutes defensively.
Yeah, they look like they're just swarming. They're doubling everything in the post, on ball screens, on dribble handoffs. They're doubling and just trying to make this team, you know, have to really make a decision and sweep the ball through and make a strong hard play to the basket.
Well, I said last time down Durham needed a score. They didn't get one. They really need one now. Well, this could get away from them in the last couple of minutes. Flaherty, that's a tough pass. And it's through the hands of Bustamante, so it will still be a Wildcats ball. But last two plays, two dangerous passes. One got stolen away, one nearly did.
Yeah, they're trying to set up that backdoor cut they had success with in the first quarter. Mersey's guards are doing a good job defending it. They're denying and taking away that back door.
Glavin pulls up for three, didn't go. Pacelli pulls in the rebound, and now the clock is very much the friend of the Mersey Tigers. They're going to try and slow this down a bit and run some time. Pacelli, good step, clears some space and knocks it down. And out of nowhere, from looking like they had a chance to win, this game's really got away from Durham. They trail by 9.
Yeah, they've kept Durham off the free throw line the last couple minutes, and that's been the difference for them.
Elderkin spinning, stepping under, throwing it up and throwing it out of bounds. And I think the problem is they're looking to go to Elderkin for everything, and everybody else is stepping back and saying, well, you got to do something, Paul.
Yeah, they're going to Elderkin, they're doubling him, and he has no one to let the ball out to. He already committed to the move and prior to the double team, so when they snapped on him, you know, he had nowhere to go with the ball and was kind of out of control.
Well, he got the hook for that. He's been pulled down and sat down. 90 seconds to go here.
Durham needs a little more production from the guard if they're going to want to pull this around. They need to get some penetration. They need to get some easy buckets quick. So they need the guard to be able to break the defense down and get in there and create something.
Flaherty called for the foul, which will be 2 free throws. And if he makes one of these, Odin, they will lead by 10. And they've just really finished this game off here, the Mersey Tigers. In the last minute or two, what was a very small deficit has become an 11-point lead.
Happens that fast in basketball. Couple bad possessions, you know, you can turn your fate around real quick.
They need quick scores here, Durham. Flaherty inside, can't convert, gets his own rebound and is knocked to the ground.
He's got 4 guys on him, you know. He has to either finish that first one or kick it out to the three-point shooter, but he has to do something positive down there because not enough time for misses and turnovers.
Well, it goes without saying these two have to go in, but they need a lot of other help in this last 70-odd seconds.
Durham has to apply some full court pressure now, but has to make sure that they can turn them over or you know, take a quick poor shot, but they need to do something on defense to turn their fate around.
Flaherty with the second attempt. And it goes in. Dave Elderkin. Well, this team have played hard, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Once again.
Too easy. Broke that pressure too easy.
Now they're chasing every pass. Open around to Capers. Now they've got to try and prevent a score here. Capers fires up. Oh, great play from the Mersey Tigers. Ran the clock, found the open man, scored.
Tony G has to be happy with that. You know, they ran the clock down to 5-6 seconds, hit an open jump shot. You know, that's exactly what you need this time of the game.
And Flaherty's pass through the hands of Bucci and out of bounds. And really, would you say the difference is just the way Mersey executed down the stretch? Perhaps Durham not quite, having not won as many games this season, and there's still a chance here as Glavin lays it in, but the difference just the extra experience maybe of Mersey?
I think Mersey probably should have pulled away earlier. I think they kept around with fouling. You know, they had a couple good runs, went up 4 or 5 points really quick, and then fouled on a three-point shooter. They fouled the big man, stopped the clock, let them get free throws, and kind of disrupted their runs. So, you know, I think that Mersey's been in control. It's pretty much this fourth quarter, just haven't been able to pull away until now.
Well, Tony Garbaletto will sit down. It's been a frustrating afternoon for him, judging by his reaction on the sideline, but at the end of the day, it's a win, and that's what he's all about, and he'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, he wanted this one, you know. It's a good game for them. You know, he's trying to get back in winning ways, and he has some new guys, and he try to buy into his new system.
Glavin drives through, fires up. Capucci, just tossed away, and well, they're going to lose this one by double figures in the end, Durham, and they were there or thereabouts for, what, 37 minutes? Just couldn't finish it off. And time expires with Mersey 11 points clear of Durham, and really just having the extra nous in the last few minutes the key for the Tigers to win this game.
Yeah, the defense was the key. You know, they swarmed them, they turned them over, they got them frustrated. You know, you could tell by that heave pass that Elderkin made in that fourth quarter. They were shot by the end of that fourth quarter, and it paid dividends. They got easy layups, and then when they pressed, they had nothing for them.
Well, a really close game here in Durham has finished with an 11-point winning margin in the end. The Tigers have been victorious 79-68. Well, Tony, watching you on the sidelines, that looked like a frustration at times.
Oh, I'm glad you've used that word, Dan. I'm really glad you used the word. I was going to use it myself. Just totally frustrated with our guys. We're practicing so much better. We're really, doing a good job in, on the days leading up to the game. And I felt we had a really good performance in us. And I mean, take nothing away from Durham. They're a really hard-working, pesky type team. They play a different type of offense than most teams. They play a different type of defense than most teams, and it's quite hard to actually get into the flow of the game. But I mean, what you saw there at this moment, unfortunately, is the two, bottom teams in this league, and we were able just to come out with the win. We're going to have to play so much better to beat anyone else above us.
And you seem to be able to get to the basket quite enough, but missed a few easy ones.
Well, I'm just saying to Atiba there that, Miles Heston is on the cusp of being not just a good player, but a great player in this league, and elevating himself to senior status. But, how many times did he miss an and one? He had 20 points. He could have had 30 points tonight. And to be honest with you, that's been him throughout the season. He should have had a 30-point, 20-rebound game this so far, and he may have even had a 40-point game in him somewhere. He's just got to concentrate more, and he's got to seize the moment.
And Crucelli also put up big numbers, 15 and 15.
Sam was, I thought, to be honest with you, Sam and Marlon were the difference in the fourth quarter. Both of them came to play. I mean, Mike Williams he struggled today, just looked really out of sorts, and Marlon, just came in and gave us a great punch off that bench, and then Sam closed that game, made some really, really tough shots at the end. But like I say, it's two bottom teams, and I've just got to pray for every day this week that we can get David Aliu back on the floor against Sheffield next week.
And you've got to at least be pleased with the way your team finished the game so strongly.
Yeah, I feel that, we at least knuckled down defensively. We made some good stops, and then obviously, we made some shots. But for 3 quarters of the game, we looked really out of sorts, and, they played really, really well.
Thanks for talking to us, Tony. Cheers. Well, that was a hard-fought game. Fortunately for you guys, pulled it out in the last few minutes.
Yeah, definitely. It took us a while to get into it, but the last 5 minutes of the game really showed where we're at as a team right now.
Both yourself personally and the team in general, you seem to have a lot of effect going straight to the basket.
Yeah, we weren't really hitting from outside today. I think we was 0 of 8 or something like that. So we just took it to the basket and got fouled a lot of the time. So.
Well, Dave, the game was right there for you. Just the last few minutes, you couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, if you look at the score sheet, then what it will show that they outscored us 15-6 in the last 5 minutes. And give credit to them, that was a combination of some really tough D. They did everything they could to take us out of our offence, and a little bit of panic by us in terms of, we did not keep the continuity in our offence with ball movement to try and find that easy look, and sometimes just tried a little bit too hard to do the hard things instead of the easy things well.
Yeah, frustration is when you throw cross-court passes up into the air. You did that a couple of times in those last few minutes.
Yeah, I think we made some statements in that game. Obviously, a much better performance. And we can't just say that because it's Mersey Tigers and they're only one above us. These kids on that team have shown that they can play. And this is the beauty of the BBL this year. It's a tough league, and every game you play is potentially a tough game. And every game, an underdog could knock off one of the better teams.
Mario and Paul both putting 20 points on the board. Did you need another scorer just to step up?
Absolutely. All night, I think that was the key in the end that got them. They had 4 or 5 guys in double figures. We only had 2 guys in double figures. Not thinking about any particular players at the moment, but clearly the fact that they had 4 scorers was a huge advantage to them.
But plenty of positives to take out of the game.
There was plenty of positives, Defence only gave up 79. A little bit disappointed with our 68, but there was no question at all that our team there tried to get the best result it could.
Thanks for talking to us, Dave. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. A quick roundup of all the results this weekend in the BBL. Worcester needed a strong final 15 minutes to see off the Wildcats. An epic game in Plymouth saw the Raiders rally and seemingly win before a Charles Smith triple forced overtime, and the Eagles maintained their title charge with a 103-94 success. And 34 points from Jimmy Langhurst helped the Sharks to a big win over the Lions. Saturday saw Glasgow register an 89-79 victory at Leicester, and the Rocks followed that up on Sunday with a 101-88 success at Milton Keynes. The Eagles were 95-82 victors in Cheshire, whilst Tigers won our main game. And finally, Martel McNamara sunk 30 points as Guildford Heat registered a 95-85 victory over Plymouth. Let's see what it all means for the table, and whilst Newcastle march on, the chasing pack are giving up ground. Worcester the nearest challengers, but they're fully 8 points back. Glasgow's weekend has reignited their top 4 ambitions, and Sheffield might still be able to make that move too. But Milton Keynes have been dragged back the other way, with Guildford, Cheshire and Mersey not far behind them. A good victory for the Tigers here in Durham. Our coverage continues next week, where we'll be going back down to Guildford. They'll be hosting the Worcester Wolves. That's Guildford Heat versus Worcester Wolves, Tuesday 6th of March, Sky Sports 2 at 5 p.m. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Who will be crowned the Best Dance Act 2012? It's down to you!
You are entertainment. Got to Dance, the live final
At 6 on Sky One Sunday. Also available on Sky 3D.
Okay then, moustache diggers. The letterbox will open in 20 rubber ducks, okay? When your hedgehog reaches 8,000 seahorses, pull the sheepcock. This will release your double-decker bus. I will see you on the cupcake.
Billions of random combinations in every bag. They random side out with Roundtree's randoms.
I need to escape the map. Trust me, I know the way out of here. This is it. The way out. Escape the map.
Sky's Online Casino brings you a great range of online casino games with a completely free £10 bonus to new players to play on casino classics such as £1 Million Drop, Cops and Robbers and Cleopatra, and favourite games like Deal or No Deal, where you choose your lucky box and attempt to beat the banker. You can use your free £10 to play the slot version too, or a jackpot game that's reached £2.6 million. Claim your £10 free now at Sky's Online Casino. SkyVegas.com.
One nation will rise. One will be made of more. Guinness, made of more.
With Sky Movies, you get more.
Let's go.
More brand new movies every week.
Well, thank you.
More ways to watch them.
You decide.
And more chances to watch them.
That's gonna be one hell of a ride, Staff Sergeant.
Whenever and wherever you are. In the UK and Ireland.
And I know just where to get them.
Are you ready? No one brings you movies like Sky Movies.
At HSBC, we know that people are leading increasingly international lives. That's why we're making it quick and easy for you to send money abroad.
Double bill of championship boxing beginning in the Steel City as Jamie McDonnell looks to show his mettle against Ivan Bozo.
It's a real pretty effort.
Then to Germany.
Dr.
Steel Hammer. Vladimir Klitschko defends his world heavyweight title, looking to enforce his 50th knockout blow against Jean-Marc Mormec. A boxing double bill, Saturday, 8 p.m, Sky Sports HD1.
This is Sky Sports in HD.
I've said this many times, and I'll say